Good morning. My name is Sarah Mayab. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm happy to serve on your board of trustees. I am middle-aged, pale, freckled, with uncooperative bright green hair, large glasses, dangly earrings, a colorful scarf, and I'm wearing that on top of black clothing. As part of our services here at First UU, our speakers provide brief visual descriptions of ourselves to improve accessibility and welcome for people with visual impairments and those online. Welcome. If this is your first time here, please take our visitor gift from the greeters table. One of our dedicated volunteers will be available in Beach Hall to share our getting to know UU information. Use the QR code on the screen to access our order of service, make donations, and sign in to let us know that you are here. And whether you are a first-timer or you remember just a little while ago when we first added that second worship service in 1954, we invite you to come and chat with us after service to learn more about who we are and what we believe here at First UU. Please find me or another board member. You can just find us with our little ribbons after the service. I'd like to take this moment to ask everyone to silence your cell phones, and we have a few announcements this morning. Happening today, Reverend Teresa and members of the archives and transition teams invite you to learn more about our history, focusing on key moments in the 1940s and the 1950s after worship in room 301. Come back at 2 p.m. for First UU's concert series event. First UU music staff, Michaela Brown, Nathan Ham, and Brandon Moss will perform an array of songs for this haunting season titled Echoes of Twilight. In other news this week, our first Friday spaghetti dinner is on November 1st at 6:30 p.m. Bring the whole family and join us for salad, pasta, garlic bread, cookies. Vegan, gluten-free, and dairy-free options are available. November's dinner is hosted by the YWCA Family Shelter, where a small group of First UUers volunteer every month serving dinner. And the most exciting news for this week is that on Saturday, November 2nd, we will be ordaining Justice Minister Amanda Hayes. In our Unitarian Universalist polity, only congregations can ordain our clergy. So this is a momentous event and a significant testimony that you affirm Amanda's ministry, not just for us, but for the fullness of her career and her calling. Please join us Saturday at 2 p.m. for the ceremony and stay for the reception afterwards to celebrate. The theme is cracking open, and all ages are joyfully welcomed. See the insert to the order of worship for details about these announcements, this week's events, and so much more. We encourage you to take the insert home with you and leave your outer sleeve behind. We invite you to rise in body and spirit to sing our opening hymn, Turn, Turn, Turn. The words are on the screen.
Everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die. A time to plant, a time to reap. A time to give, a time to heal. A time to laugh, a time to leave. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down. A time to dance, a time to mourn. A time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. there's a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven.
Good morning. Hi, my name is Candy, and I am an older woman of average height and average size. I have curly purple hair and wearing glasses, and a fiery red and orange and yellow ribbon shirt and blue jeans. In beginning our service, we remember the first people who belonged to this place: the Wyandotte, Miami, Seneca, Erie, Shawnee, Delaware, and Cuyahoga people. We remember that they did not go by choice and were forcibly removed. We support the Native American Indian Center of Central Ohio in their Land Back NICO campaign, and we know that we have more to do as a community to be in solidarity and true relationship with this land and those indigenous to it, and we commit to learning and doing better.
Let us enter into the spirit of worship with these opening words by Gail Lumet Buckley. Family faces are magic mirrors. Looking at people who belong to us, we see the past, present, and future. I now invite our children to meet, is Gus back there? Gus in the back, to prepare to bring in the light while we enjoy this piece from our choir. And also, should you feel the need after service, Sharon Hammersley and I are available as pastoral listeners.
I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. You used to rock me in the cradle of your arms. You said you'd hold me till the pains of life were gone. You said you'd comfort me in times like these, and now I need you, and now I need you. And you are gone. So I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Since you've gone and left me, there's been so little beauty, but I know I saw clearly through your eyes. Now the world outside is such a cold and bitter place. Here inside I have feelings that will console. And when I try to hear your voice above the storms of life, then I remember all the things that I was told. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I think of the things that made me feel so wonderful when I was young. I think of the things that made me laugh, made me dance, made me sing. I think of the things that being full of pride. Think on these things, for they are true. And I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. I thought that you were gone, but now I know you're with me. You are the voice that whispers, you whisper all I need. I know a place to thank you and the smile will take me far. I know that I am you and you are me and we are one. I know that who I am is numbered in each grain of sand. I know that I've been blessed again and blessed again and again and again and again and again. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes. Yes, I am sitting here wanting memories to teach me to see the beauty in the world through my own eyes.
Hello there, my name is Will Wicker. My pronouns are he, him, and hey dude. I am a large, middle-aged Caucasian man with a full head of mostly brown hair wearing casual clothing, and it's now time for our children to bring in the light. Our chalice lighting this morning is titled, United by Story and Bound by Love, by Andrea Hawking Camper. Gather we now into this space, this time when the wheel turns and the veil shatters. Gather we now to remember, to grieve, to prophecy, to complete our harvest before the long dark comes. Gather we now to tell the old stories and sing the old songs, to be, as we have always been, the voice of our people, eternal. Gather we now to celebrate that which was, that which is, and that which will be. Gather we now, as we have always done, united by story and bound by love.
Thank you, Junie, for your help lighting our chalice this morning. Welcome to our whole congregation remembrance service. My name is Kristen Hartman. I'm a tall, fat, brunette femme in my mid-40s. Because so many of our rituals around remembering have their roots in pagan practices, our chapter of UU Pagans was invited to offer this service. If you would like more information about CUUPS, please find one of us after the service. Some of us observe Samhain, which is the root of most modern Halloween traditions. Some of us take part in Dia de los Muertos, or All Souls Day rituals, and some honor family traditions that have no cultural title. We have woven elements of all of these practices into our ritual today. Because rituals of remembrance are intended to span generations and pass stories down, there are no separate religious exploration classes today. Our children and our youth are encouraged to participate in the service because these kinds of observances are meant for the whole community. We invite the children to go sit with their families now, and we will ask you to come help us later. As autumn progressed to the long, dark days of winter, people developed rituals honoring the memories of their ancestors, those grandparents and great-grandparents, family and friends who were no longer living. We retell their stories in the hopes that they will remain remembered. By listening to and telling the stories of those who came before us, we pass on the wisdom that they gained through their lives. We honor the effort that they put into being who they were, and we share our love for them with those we love now. Remembering their past helps us decide who we want to be in our futures. Some people do this by visiting ancestral places of rest. Some create altars in their homes or community spaces and decorate them with mementos and pictures. Some people set aside special time to tell stories of their dead so that the wisdom, humor, and humanity they brought to the world is carried on to younger generations. Some set aside time to think about their ancestors while eating their favorite foods. And some do all of these things and more. As we move past the time of harvesting and into the time of restful stillness, we give thanks for the fruits of the light-filled days and prepare ourselves for the dark, full nights of winter. Many people believe it is easier to connect with the essence of departed loved ones at this time of year, either because of a metaphysical energetic change that makes doors between worlds easier to open, or simply because in watching the leaves fall from the trees, we're reminded that eventually we too will let go from the branch of living and drift into something new. This season leads us to contemplate the mysteries of life, the questions of where we came from, who will be, and where we'll go. And with that, let's rise in body or spirit to sing Where Do We Come From, which is song number 1003 in your teal hymnal.
One special thing about Unitarian Universalism is that we try to make space for the things that everyone brings with them when we come through our doors. We all have different things that are important to us, and we work together to share them with each other and to learn from one another. Our congregation has a tradition of assembling an altar of memory, a special place in this room where we lay our photos and items that remind us of our dead. We speak their names out loud and in our hearts so that they are felt again and are not forgotten. We send gratitude and love to wherever and whatever they are now, even if that existence is only in the stories we tell about them. Creating this kind of space brings us together. A stronger sense of community is developed by sharing memories of the people who helped set the foundations for who we are now. Through these acts, we get to share some of the gifts that were shared with us so that others will have them to share with those who come after. If you have brought items that you would like to share, we invite you to bring your photos and your mementos and place them on the altar while the high fives sing for everyone. If you did not bring something with you, there are paper leaves here that you can write the names of those that you love and place them on the altar.
Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, your muscles and bones. Let go, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Let go, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. 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 Let go, let go, let go.
Thank you, that was lovely. Can we have the kids and their caregivers, if they want them, come to have a seat down front here? We're getting to the participation part. To our altar of memory, we add items from our various traditions that have a role in helping connect us with our loved ones and their memories. In the Central American Day of the Dead tradition, this type of a memorial space is called an ofrenda. And there are different ways of setting one up. Many ofrenda parts are not only found in Latin Day of the Dead traditions, but all over the world in memorial altars. Almost every known culture that observes this kind of ritual includes most of the same elements: a type of grain or bread, salt, flowers, water, and fire. All over the world, you can find these common threads when people come together to remember.
For our neo-pagan and Wiccan practitioners, bread is a symbol of plenty, a symbol of the things that feed us and keep us alive. Some also see it as an offering for the souls of the departed. A long time ago in parts of Europe, people made things called soul cakes. They were originally for the departed ancestors, but later people started to give soul cakes to the poor and children in their communities. Sometimes people who went from house to house begging for the cakes would sing a song or do a dance. These traditions evolved into modern-day Beggar's Night, which around here is usually called trick or treat. Flowers. It's okay. I'm going to wait for the soul cakes. And flowers help us think about how beautiful and fragile life can be. They bloom for a short time, but are so lovely. Flowers remind us to savor wonder while it lasts, and the variety among them demonstrates all the different ways a well-lived life can look. In some cultures, people believe that the smell from the flowers helps guide spirits home to visit. Using oil is a way to set something apart as holy. Anointing something with oil is a sign of deep respect and reverence. It can also be a symbol of health and healing. Over time, people have used oil in almost every aspect of life: for light and heat, for medicine and food, for perfume and in ceremony. Fire represents the souls of the departed, and some people think that candles can light the way home for spirits. Salt is a symbol of purity and protection. It helps clean and keep things safe. For some, it is a symbol of the earth. For others, it can symbolize water because it's pulled from the water of the sea. Water represents life. Many people think that we have a part of us called a soul that goes through different cycles, just like water does. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't, but water is still there. Water is also given as an offering to the ancestors to quench their thirst. Thank you for your help. You can go back to your seats. We now invite everyone to partake in a ritual of names and tears. For those watching online, you may want to get a cup of warm water and some salt to be able to do this where you are. Salt and water are reminiscent of the tears that we cry in our loss, our love, and our grief. They are a physical release of feelings, after which we often feel better. Most of us have lost loved ones, partners, parents, children, friends, and pets. We are interconnected by that web of loss. In a few moments, you'll be invited to come up and put a bit of salt into the bowl of water, and then say the name of the person or people you have lost out loud into the microphone. Or just sit in your own space. If you're joining us online, you may type the names into the chat. As the salt dissolves in the water, we can't see it anymore, but it's still with us in some ways, but gone in others. Just like we carry our loved ones in our hearts, even as we don't see them physically present in our lives anymore. In speaking their names, we remember them, bring part of them back into being as the waves of their name travel around this room. We remember how they changed our lives. We have the chance to share them with our community here. If you're not ready to say a name out loud and just wish to remember them silently, that's okay too. I invite you to come pick up some salt, release it into the bowls of water. As a chant, "We remember you," is softly sung. Please speak the names as the chant is ongoing.
Remember you, we remember you. Come and be feasted, come and be fed, we remember you. Bright ones, shiny ones, we remember you. Come and be honored, come and be fed,
and Lois.
we remember you. We remember you. We remember you. Come and be feasted, come and be fed. We remember you.
My parents, my sister Lori, my Swiss grandmother, and Scott Robinson, my friend.
We remember you. Come and be feasted, come and be fed. We remember you. We remember you. We
Mary Alice Bracken,
remember
Eddie Joe Bracken,
you.
and Tilly.
Come and be feasted, come and be fed. We remember you.
My son Jeffrey Maurer, my husband Wally Maurer.
We remember you. Come and be honored, come and be fed. We remember you. We remember you. We remember
Dawson,
you.
Louise, Tony.
Come and be feasted, come and be fed. We remember
Donald Haney.
you. Bright ones,
Young
shiny
Bob
ones, we remember you. Come and be honored, come and be
Ashley
fed.
Molk,
We remember
Louise Daly,
you.
Evelyn Daly,
We remember you. We remember you.
Aria,
Come and be
Abia.
feasted, come and be fed. We remember you.
Thomas Porch.
We remember you. Come and be
Dorothy
honored,
and
come
Robert
and be
Patton,
fed.
Marjorie
We
and Dana Reynolds
remember
Jr.
you. We remember
Rosalind
you.
Pearson,
We
Judy Schwartzbaum.
remember you. Come and be feasted, come and be fed. We remember
Uncle Matt,
you.
and my brother Jeffrey.
Bright ones, shining ones, we remember you. Come and
Octavia
be
Perrin,
honored, come and be fed.
Rick Kreitzer,
We remember
Joan Lee Basil.
you. We remember you. We remember you. Come and be honored, come and be fed. We remember you. Bright ones, shining ones,
My mother
we
Minnie,
remember
my brother Ralph,
you.
my sister Jackie.
Come and be honored, come and be fed. We remember you.
People that I've been with through the years I've been with this church. Emmeline Tucker,
We remember
Lisa Sherwood,
you.
Mary
Come
Helen,
and be
Mary Ellen,
feasted, come and be fed.
that was my wife.
Remember you.
Scott Demian,
Shining
Sandra Stout
ones,
Demian,
we remember you. Come and
Jeannie
be
Blackburn that I helped move to
honored, come and
California,
be fed. We remember
and so many others that have passed without me knowing for sure until years later.
remember you. We remember you. Come and be feasted, come and be fed. We remember
Helen and Daryl Watkins.
bright ones, shining ones. We remember you. Come and be honored, come and be fed. We remember you.
Good morning. My name is Kristen Hare. My pronouns are she, her. I'm wearing a gray sweater, a gray t-shirt that declares witch, please, and jeans. Our offering words this morning are from Alice Anacheka Neisman. Let us take a moment to honor the ancestors of this church, the people who came together to create a home for liberal religion here in Columbus, who worked to raise money for a building, who sat in committee meetings and created bylaws, who chopped and marinated and baked for potlucks. My apologies. Who painted, weeded, and pounded nails and washed countless dishes. Who gathered to worship, to learn, to grieve, to heal, to serve, to build justice, to transform their lives and this world. We are the recipients of an incredible gift and a beautiful vision. Let us do our part to keep this congregation strong, vital, and thriving for the generations after us. This morning's offering, shared with Abortion Forward Alliance, will now be gratefully received. Thank you, Nathan. Finally, we look ahead to the future. One of the greatest gifts our ancestors give us is that of an example. When we take time to remember those who came before us, it can help us determine who we are. More than that, it can help us figure out what we value and what we want to leave ourselves to those who come after us. By reflecting on our ancestors' struggles, we get to use the lessons of their mistakes and triumphs to guide us through our own. So after having spent this time remembering, I ask you now to cast your imagination forward. What do you hope people will remember about you? You are invited to go to one of the stations around the room, one back there, and one back in that corner, and write down your hope on a slip of paper, then staple it into a ring, and the next person will write their hope down and loop it through yours and fasten it to make a new link in the chain. When we're all done, we will have transformed our interconnected web of loss into a chain of hope.
Thank you, Nathan. Beloveds, you are the light your ancestors flung into the future. We symbolize that by giving you a candle on your way out, made of the wax from candles we have burnt here in Vigil, incorporating rosemary for remembrance. Burn it for and with your loved ones, on your altar or on your kitchen table this Samhain. And as you head out to coffee hour and beyond, we encourage you to share some of the stories of your ancestors with each other today. These stations will stay up through Friday morning, should you wish to revisit them later. Also, please remember, if you feel the need for pastoral care, there will be listeners in Beach Hall and here after service. And now, let us extinguish our chalice together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of vision. As we go forth, let us heal and transform ourselves and our world through reason and love. All right.